Hey, what's up, my dokus? Jason here, welcoming you back to more Miraculous Rise of the Sphinx. Last time, we completed the second of the main levels, I guess, if you want to call them levels. Basically, we defeated the, what is her name?
That's my house. Yeah, I know. It's a bakery.
Okay, it's Marinette telling us about her house. We've defeated Soundwave. Obviously, we still have a few things left to do in the level, but like I said, I wasn't going to cover them all in the main game. But this time, it's time to head to school, as we need to start some other... we need to start on the next chapter. Stop right there, young lady. Mr. Rincombrix? Is something wrong, officer? Yes, with your memory, apparently. Did you forget about your little act from yesterday at your parents' bakery? I was there, you know. Yesterday? What happened yesterday? After those shenanigans, a lot of people have come to the station to complain about your offensive behavior. Offensive behavior? This is a misunderstanding. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm innocent. I'll be the judge of that. Just take me to your parents. Mr. Dupont, I'm sorry to announce that your daughter is the subject of many complaints we received from your clients yesterday evening. And by clients, I also include myself. Marinette has been very offensive towards a dozen people, judging us by our clothes, calling us names. Our Marinette? Impossible. This has been a misunderstanding. Marinette always welcomes our clients with a smile. She'd never do anything like this. That, and the fact that I wasn't even at the school or the shop yesterday. I was attending Jagged Stone's concert. You should know better than to lie to a police officer, Marinette. Who am I to believe, you or a dozen honest citizens? We'll make sense out of this jumble, I promise you, Marinette. Here's a fine for multiple insults to a police officer in the performance of his duties, Mr. Dupont. If payments come after the due date, extra costs will apply. Have a nice day. A fine? This is the last thing we needed, as if we didn't have enough paperwork to deal with already. We'll manage the paperwork, Tom. I'm more concerned about those people who've been slandering Marinette. You're right. This doesn't make any sense. I know in my bones that you'd never act this way, Marinette. Thanks for trusting me, Mom and Dad. And you're right, something's definitely off here. We'll get to the bottom of this, together, as a family. You're amazing, but for now I gotta hurry back to school. Bye. Love ya. As for me, I better go and check our accounts and try to figure out how we're gonna deal with this fine. Hey Marinette, you look concerned. Is everything alright, girl? Something really strange just came up. Sabrina's dad came to our shop today. He fined my father, pretending I slurred him yesterday evening. Him and a few other people at my parents' shop, no less. But you were in school all day, and then we all went to Jagged Stone's concert. How could this have happened? I know, right? This got me all turned around. I can't seem to make head or tail of it. Wow, this is all kinds of weird, girl. But don't worry, it's gotta be some sort of stupid prank. Something tells me we'll find out soon enough who's behind it. I hope so. Anyway, for now, I'd better go to find the people who were involved in this and apologize to them. Sounds good. Rendezvous at school when you're done. Alright, so apparently we have to apologize to the bakery customers. It's fine, Marinette. Everyone has those days. I was a teenager too, you know. Alright, so that's one. If I can talk to you, that's great. And it's talking about my father's bread. Alright, then we have number 3. I appreciate your apology, Marinette. Don't worry. Alright, I guess now we have to talk to Alia. As if I spend more time dealing with paperwork than baking. And this fine just takes the cake. Weredad, this policeman clearly takes advantage from his position without a care for honest workers like yourself. I give you the opportunity to reverse the roles for once. In return, bring me Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculous. Fine by me, Hawkmoth. Hey peeps, haven't you heard? About the pictures and random people Chloe has been posting all over the internet all day? No, another akumatized is out there, causing mayhem in town. It's all over the news. Oh, this sounds ominous. I had better go home and warn my parents. And I have a piano lesson to attend to before Chinese class. I have to go. Bye. What's up, Marinette? You want a location on the akumatized of the day? Okay, I'll tell you. He's been seen around Notre Dame. What say we go find out? Hopefully Ladybug will be there. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, girl.
He must be around here somewhere.
I can definitely say one of the problems I have with this game is just the loading screens. I feel like they take an eternity. But anyway, it's time to start our next stage, which is tracking Weredad along the docks. Seems we have some new enemies here. Still simple to take down.
Wow, evil salarymen now?
I guess we can call them evil salarymen or just papermen, because Weredad's whole shtick now is that he hates paperwork, so we're gonna be going in through and platforming through some paperwork, basically.
Weredad has really outdone himself this time. The whole city's teeming with files and forms.
It's kind of interesting, like the different weird things that Hawkmoth has been turning or using for these villains. It's definitely different. Alright, so I'm gonna just see what I can do about platforming. Just making sure I collect all that I can at the moment, since we can't really complete all of the areas. I still wanna just like complete or collect as much as I can, because it'll make my revisits in a bonus video whenever I decide to do that much easier. Alright, looks like we need to make our way down here towards these boats.
Could it be the power of the Akuma?
And looks like we need to use this, is this actually one of our new abilities? I actually forget. I actually can't even check that right now. So we'll have to check that later when we return back. Right, there we go. Now we need to do the same to this plane. That'll create another platform for us to just make our way across. Run away! I do love that some of the animations don't finish though. Like, that's just one of the cool things. I know, like, not a lot of people like broken games, and personally I'm not, when it's broken in a way that the game is just unplayable, I don't particularly prefer broken games myself. But with games like Miraculous, where like it's broken because these are like new developers, they don't really know how to make a 3D collectathon platformer and whatnot. Just like some of the glitches and some of the weird things that happen, they're just more funny to me. Like, I'm gonna see if I still have this picture, but when I first played the game when it came out last year, There was a point, and it actually was in this level, I believe. I believe it was actually in the Weredad level, where I glitched through a roof and ended up below the ground, where basically there's like just a water space. It's kind of like the blue spaces in Mario Sunshine, with exception to when you were down there in Miraculous, there is no when you're down there in Miraculous, there is no like instantly dying because you're in an out of bounds space. Mainly because, you know, Miraculous, as we've seen, doesn't have lives. It's a really easy 3D platformer. But that doesn't mean that, you know, easy 3D platformers aren't enjoyable. And plus, I mean, bro, what? Is there seriously a macaroon I can't get? Okay, whatever. Well, I'll just have to go back for that. Yeah, it just makes the game more enjoyable, in my opinion. Especially, you know, like there, with that macaroon, because apparently that macaroon's in a spot where we really just can't, really just doesn't, what was I trying to say? They really just didn't want to allow me to get it. See, this game's broken. But it's in a good way. Plus, I mean, I can't really like be upset about how like broken this game can be just because the developers are, I think, kind of new to the whole genre, and you know, making a Miraculous video game is probably not really as easy as people would think. Because while the, you know, show is a simple premise that you could make a game out of, like, I think there's just more to it than that. Especially when you're trying to make a 3D platformer where you want to make sure you add in incentives to replay levels, collectathon, qualities, basically all the important details, while also not making it like so overwhelming that people will not want to enjoy just playing through the game. I may die soon. There we go. Looks like we have to follow Weredad to the roofs now.
Let's go back to the docks.
Alright. Just continue to collect stuff throughout here.
Woo!
There's some files up here that can get us there. I don't think there's anything else here. So let's keep moving.
I got this.
Boom, boom, boom.
Way to go! What happened to those guys? They drowned in their own paperwork?
Okay, so where are we now? I'm trying to think. Because we may actually be getting closer to where I fell in that picture. Like where I glitched into the roof and fell into the cracks. It could also not be in this level. It could be in
Here somewhere.
could be in one of the next levels, but I'm pretty solid I was doing the Weredad mission. Like I was pretty solid that I was doing the Weredad mission when I fell through the ceiling. You can always, you know, once I go through editing and add in that photo, I can just, you know, reassure myself on that. That's what happens when you haven't played a game in a long time. When you take a picture of a crazy thing that happens in it, is that you don't exactly remember. You don't exactly remember when it happened. Or like, yeah. Ooh, actually, I think it might be right here, now that I think about it. There we go. Wait, no. No, it's not. Okay. No, we're not quite there yet. Might be getting close to where I fell through the roof, though, but I'm not entirely sure where exactly that is. Defeat all of Weredad's goons. Actually, it looks like we're getting closer to Notre Dame, which is where Alia said that Weredad was at. There we go. What? I was about to say, like, don't you take that macaroon away from me. There we go. Doing pretty good on collectibles. Of course, these are just like level collectibles. The totals will be added up. Totals will be added up at the end of the stage, and then we'll have our full total and be able to go back to Master Fu and just see what we can upgrade. There we go.
Awesome.
Alright, need to grab that paper airplane. Come around, or keep going this way, get a few macaroons, some more orbs. And since we are right next to Notre Dame, we should be getting closer to the boss. But I don't know, I can't remember exactly how long they make each stage, basically until we get to the place that I'm familiar with, which is like the boss area.
Woohoo!
Alright, got another area where we need to grab the paper airplane.
Akumatized hasn't just re-akumatized him. He's made him even more powerful.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's kind of what happens when you re-akumatize someone and give him new tricks, is he gets more powerful. I kind of feel bad for those of my channel who are so confused by this game, because, you know, the only people who really, like, know what I'm playing is, like, a lot of my friends who actually watch the show and know what's going on, because canonically, this game takes place within Season 3, I think. I'm pretty sure it takes place within Season 3. Like in the midst, either in the midst of it or like towards the very start of it. There we go. Now we need to go up.
Let's go back to the docks.
There's a few things around here. What is over here? Oh, is this like a... This is just an area for macaroon? Yeah, because now we're back here. Yep, so all we have left to do is just keep moving forward this way. Which will take us back to the docks.
Woohoo!
Alright, just keep grabbing more orbs.
Woo!
Nothing over here.
Woohoo!
Some more enemies. And boom.
I don't feel so good.
The good thing is that we only ever have hearts in combat. So like while we can fail and lose battles, which I mean, for us, because we're a duo, this means that when Ladybug goes down, then Cat Noir steps in. I think if both of them go down, then it would be like game over and we'd have to restart either from the last checkpoint or restart the level entirely. I don't remember if I ever actually got a game over in this game when I first played it. I might have in the final level, but that's just because the final level's just wait till we get there. It's an interesting one, I'll say that much. Alright, let's go ahead and move this paper airplane over this way. Jump around here.
No rest for the weary.
More and more of his goons. Alright, defeat you.
Don't make me
There we
laugh.
go. Can't do anything there yet. Can't do anything there yet. Keep looping around. Should be getting closer and closer to where Weredad is. Even though technically earlier we were closer to where Weredad is, we just couldn't go over to him.
Wraps it up.
Ah, dang it. There we go. Get that macaroon. Okay, I actually do not think that, it's this level. Because I can't find where, like, I legitimately cannot find where that roof is that I fell through. So I think it might have been a different level.
No rest for the weary.
Okay, I think this might be the last, set of enemies before the boss.
In your dreams.
So, oh, looks like we've made it. Here we are. Let's go ahead and head into where the boss is. Alright, here we go with Weredad.
He
I
must be
believe-
around.
I believe this kind of is going to work a little like... I think this is kind of going to work a little like Pac-Man.
Don't tell me you don't enjoy paperwork. It's what kids your age enjoy the most.
What the hell is going on here? Alright, so Weredad is glitched.
Cataclysm! Wretched early cat. Now I'll smell like a wet dog. Spreadsheets, reports, polls, fines, forms, manuals. I've got all the good stuff for you.
But yeah, it's basically it kind of feels like Pac-Man, where you kind of have to just go around through this area and just kind of look for him.
Careful.
Like I said, you know, this is meant to be a kids game, and so like, you know, this boss fights are not meant to be challenging because they're meant to be something that a little kid could figure out. Okay.
I came in like a paper ball.
Ew. References to stupid songs.
It'll be fun.
Okay.
Give it up, Weredad. I can sniff him.
Okay, we need to I need to figure out a different strategy here because this is not working.
I'll get you, you nincompoops! You're in the way, you little squirts.
Okay, I need to sneak up on him.
Where is he?
Now you'll
There we
see
go.
what we call an administration nightmare.
Alright, so now he's heading this way. So I'm gonna come around here.
Ew!
And let's
I
finish it
smell
off.
stinky fur.
Or
It's not me.
that didn't work out.
Don't tell me you don't enjoy paperwork. It's what kids your age enjoy the most.
He must be around.
Alright, there, let's finish him off.
Lucky Charm! Shampoo? Clint, out of the park, Cat Noir!
Watch and learn, milady.
Ugh. Oh,
Yes.
my eyes! My eyes! I can't see a thing.
No more evil doing for you, little Akuma. Time to de-evilize! Gotcha! Bye-bye, little butterfly. Miraculous ladybug!
Hey, what's going on here?
Found it!
Thank you, Ladybug and Cat Noir. All the credit goes to Ladybug. I'm just here for the puns. Hey, officer, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. What is it? I'm here on behalf of my friend Marinette. Is it true you fined her dad as an offense she never committed? That is police business. You don't seriously think I'd share confidential intel with you, do you? Well, look at this picture of Jagged Stone's concert that Chloe Bourgeois posted last night. You can see Marinette, right? Now look at the time it was posted. Doesn't it match the time you met her at the bakery? Oh, this is something to consider, alright. Okay, kids, I'll cancel Mr. Dupin's fine. But unless Marinette can be everywhere at once, I can't explain how she was also at the bakery. Crisis averted, Tiki. Dad's back to normal and Sabrina's dad canceled the fine he filed against him. That's right, and all this thanks to Ladybug. And Alia. Still, we have no clue as to how a clone of myself can have pulled this prank yesterday. You're right, Marinette, the mystery remains. Guess we're not done with this copycat situation, and something tells me we'll deal with it again pretty soon. Hey Marinette, how are you holding up? I heard about your dad being akumatized yesterday. Is he alright? He's fine. Thanks for your concern, Luca. With the help of Ladybug and Cat Noir, he made it home in one piece. What would we do without those two, huh? Anyway, I wanted to tell you, Marinette. I may not have superpowers, but you can always confide in me. I'm said to be a good listener, you know. It feels great knowing I can confide in you, Luca. I could use someone I can totally trust sometimes, especially with all those kumatizations happening all the time. Never hesitate, Marinette. You know what? Whatever your sentiment, I will never judge you. Thanks, Luca. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, I'm throwing a party at the Liberty after school. Max is going to show us his new game. Wow, this sounds like an excellent plan. Count me in, Luca. Cool. Oh, actually, almost everyone will be there. Adrian must return home for his Chinese class and fencing class, in that order, I think. Oh, hopefully Max's game will make up for it. I can't wait to test it out. Alright, so it looks like we have our next objective, as well as we have our new ability for Cat Noir. So, I think next time on Miraculous Rise of the Sphinx, we're gonna go talk to Luca and follow him to the barge so we can play Max's new game. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, troops out a ton. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys all later.